landing party was attacked by Gorn brigands. They report one casualty, Lieutenant H'ressa being escorted to sick bay by Lieutenant Liu.
Dr. Gray here. Acknowledged and understood.
Careful, H'ressa.
I'm fine, damn it.
No, you're not.
Your arm has suffered a 4th degree disruptor wound. I'm sorry, Lieutenant. The arm has to go.
No, Doctor. Just give me a minute.
If that's what you need to pull yourself together, that's fine. But the tissues in your arm have been disintegrated.
H'ressa, disruptor wounds like this can't be repaired. The tissues can't be regenerated.
You're telling me. There. Getting there.
Incredible. How are you doing that? Centaurians can't regenerate.
I am not a Centaurian, Doctor.
You're a metamorph.
Report.
Lieutenant H'ressa's wound is healing nicely.
Yes, it is.
But Dr. Gray is an excellent physician.
I'm sure he is, especially with a metamorph as a patient.
So you did overhear.
You've put me into a difficult situation.
I'm sorry, Captain. It wasn't my intention.
So if you're an imposter, where's the real H'ressa?
I am she, sir. Ma'am. I've been H'ressa since I arrived on Centaurus 7, some 40 years ago.
Do tell. Consider that in order.
My world is on the outskirts of Federation space. Each decade you advance more and more towards our territory. I was sent as a cultural observer to determine the threat your species poses to my kind.
And?
My report is incomplete and inconclusive. I am concerned about what your Federation's fear is of what we are, metamorphs. Your tendency to distrust and even kill metamorphs is frightening.
We haven't had a lot of luck with our contact with metamorphs.
You've exterminated the last of what you call the salt vampires of M113.
Well, in his memoir, Captain Kirk had mentioned that he had come to regret that decision, though he did also point out that the creature had become an almost feral, ruthless killer by then.
You've practically turned Vendoria into an internment camp.
We did, and it's shameful we did that. But the Vendorians are willing accomplices, employed by the Romulans. Still, we have, in recent years, changed our attitudes toward those poor people.
But Vendorians such as the one now known as Carter Winston have been welcomed to the Federation as friends.
Yes, we have a long ways to go, but we are making progress.
The Antosians might feel otherwise. You've placed their world off limits.
After their restorative actions on Fleet Captain Garth rendered him violently insane.
That being said, they themselves have petitioned for admission into the Federation.
Look, I can't deny that the Federation doesn't trust shapeshifters, and we may never, but I believe we are truly making progress.
What will become of me?
According to regulations, I'm supposed to turn you over to Starfleet Intelligence and let them
experiment on me?
Probably.
Most likely.
Captain, surely you can't go along with this.
Dr. Gray, I've known H'ressa for 6 years. She serves as a Chief Communications Officer, a Senior Shipping Officer, even as a Transporter Officer. She's been twice decorated, once for saving my craft from an out-of-control anti-grav load lifter, and once for saving a little girl from a coolant leak from a poorly packed shipment. She's been promoted 3 times, received commendations from both Chief Science Officers Larson and Tenoshi, She and I have even shared dinner a few times. She is not a threat to the Federation.
And our behavior here may decide how her people react to the Federation.
H'ressa, what if your report to the Federation is unsatisfactory? What will your people do?
Then you will never find us, Captain. You can look for an eternity. As you humans say, it would be like finding a needle in a haystack. We will simply disappear, never to interfere with you or your worlds ever again.
I say that's fair enough.
Can I ask one question?
Certainly, Doctor.
How is it that you show up as a Centaurian on the scanners?
I've lived as a Centaurian for so long, I've adapted all their physical traits and internal characteristics. There's little difference between myself and a Centaurian. It's rare that I'm not posing as a Centaurian.
Which would make detecting you as a metamorph nearly impossible.
I've been in Starfleet for 16 years, and until today, no one has ever discovered my true nature.
I suppose we're all just going to have to trust each other.
And I hope we will both be worthy of each other's trust.
People that have trust issues only need to look in the mirror. There, they'll find the one person that will betray them the most. Sorry, Granny Gray was a wise Cherokee.
Now, with your leave, I have a ship to run, and we have deliveries to be made.
And I have a sickbay to run.
And I need to meet up with Tenoshi for that chess match we talked about.
Well, I have some stuff to do too.
Oh, one more thing, H'ressa.
Yes, Captain?
Try to avoid any accidents where your true nature might be revealed.
Of course, Captain.
Because if the wrong person finds out, your life might not be worth a single credit.
What does she mean by that?
Who knows? When Walker was captain, I just learned to nod my head and act like I got whatever was being said. I think the same lesson still applies.